Star Wars The Bad Batch, Episode 13, Infested. I gotta be honest, this was probably the worst episode of the season. You can tell that they just needed a filler episode right before the last few when they ramp up to the finale. It was the most blatant filler from the show yet. The main plot came to a screeching halt for this. This could have been dropped at any time during the season. Completely inconsequential. Anyway, let's get to the episode. Yay. More Sid side quests. Ah yes, the old characters talking about the quest they just went on that we never saw cliche. Who's this schmuck? If it's just gonna be another quest giver character, why bother having this guy get rid of Sid? Just have it be Sid then. Why? They just waltzed in here and yeeted Sid and you'll be willing to work for them? What the heck, Hunter? Maybe be more careful? So the Bad Batch just leave their ship unlocked all the time? Or did she break her way in? I'm already bored. Can we go back to Camino and see what's happening with the Imperial occupation? What's up with Crosshair? Literally anything but this. I'm really not going to have much to say about this episode because nothing of note really happens. Somehow a bunch of tunnels go all over the city underneath War-Mantle and it doesn't collapse? Okay. Are we ever going to get past Herder Wrecker as a klutz? I was hoping after his chip was removed he'd actually acquire a character, but that was wishful thinking on my part. Wow, that's incredibly convenient that the War-Mantle tunnels we just found out about this episode happen to lead right to where our characters need to go. Writing. This guy is literally doing the Family Guy gag to get this thing to follow him. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. That box looks way too small to do what he just did. It looks like they broke this thing's spine. No way that narrow box fit over his whole body without cutting it in half. I'm sorry, her body. That thing's name is Ruby, apparently. Tech opens one crate, finds one bag of spice, and goes, yep, that's 6 crates of spice, without even opening the others to check. I can't believe he didn't set up any security systems to alert him of break-ins. Or maybe lock that door? Didn't Sid already have any security in there? I'm starting to think they just made this episode to be an homage to Temple of Doom. It wouldn't be the first time they referenced Indiana Jones. They did it all the time in the Clone Wars. So this is absolutely a stereotypical Monster of the Week episode. Just like the ice spiders in Mandalorian. Yawn. Why is he referring to a flashlight as a torch? They aren't British. That's a British thing, right? I'm 90% sure they've never been called torches in any Star Wars media before. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't recall that. This guy's got the sharpest cheekbones since Tarkin. More aping old original trilogy lines. Thankfully, this show does it way less than Rebels or Clone Wars did. Dude, the Pikes are ruthless. We didn't really need to know what they were called, but thanks, Tech, for telling us. I'm sure the Wikipedia editors are thrilled. Wait, what? It's a cavern. It's always dark in there. What difference does it make if you do it in the daytime or at night? There's no lights down there. We saw none except for ones on the minecarts. You? Why do you have to? Aren't you like an 80-year-old woman? I mean, your voice actor is at least, so I figured you're supposed to be too. Wait, how do they know where to find the spice above ground? There's no way to know that while you're under there. What? This wasn't mentioned at all. I assumed they just have to go in the same entrance as before. These fell so far and didn't break open, spilling all the spice out? Come on. Picking it up sideways seems very risky. Better hope that lid is tight. So, why is it dark down here when they entered through a big crack in the ceiling of the cave? There should be more light down here, no? Oh, come on, Tech once again with the Deus Ex Machina. He just jerry-rigged together a light bomb casually in the ship to scare the Earlings away. I swear he's too OP. So why did they cut off one of his horns? Just because they're sadistic? Or is it worth money? So that was an episode, alright. Definitely the weakest of the season so far, which probably means the last 3 will be pretty good, right? So let's move on to something on the complete opposite end of the scale. One of the best episodes of the season. Episode 14, War-Mantle. I remember the name Project War-Mantle has come up before from Rogue One, I believe, and it was mentioned earlier on in this season. Those God rays, though. This show continues to be an eyegasm. This had to be one of the best cold opens in the season. Just a mysterious clone being chased down by a presumably other clone on an unknown planet under the moonlight. This was weird. Haven't we always seen it only take one stun to take down anyone? I think this is the first time we've seen it take several to knock someone out. Very strange. Is it canon breaking? I'm not sure. Oh hey, that's weird. Thought we wouldn't hear from him again in this show. It's definitely going to be either Gregor or Wolf, guaranteed. Because we still have to see how they all end up where they are in Rebels. Darrow. Doesn't ring a bell at all. Let me know in the comments if that's a place we visited in Star Wars before, because I'm pretty sure it isn't. Oof. Look at that. Gorgeous. Next episode or the finale, the Empire are just going to turn this place to dust, I think. Yep, definitely nuked from orbit. Camino has clearly outlived its usefulness to the Empire. Oh cool, they're planning to GTFO. I mean, that's what I would do. If these rock formations were floating, it would look just like Pandora. From Avatar, not Borderlands. Oh wow, they're actually showing Hunter tracking for once. Living up to his namesake. He's like Aragorn looking for Merry and Pippin in Two Towers. Is that the Hoover Dam? Oh no, it's an Imperial base. Giving me Star Wars 1313 cover art vibes. Man, I miss that game. That could be a whole video I make one day about how sad it was that that game never happened. That dish looks just like the one on Endor and Scarif. Republic Commandos? Well, now Imperial Commandos? There's one later on in the episode that people are saying is Scorch from the Clone Wars. I'm not positive, but who knows, that very well could be the case. Oof. Echo guilt-tripping his whole squad? He's got a point, though. They had no hesitation coming to get him out. Whoa! Dude, that's awesome. Those are straight-up Ralph McQuarrie concept stormtroopers brought to life in animation. You know that famous concept art piece of the trooper with the lightsaber? That is so cool. I love that they continue to use his old designs and canonize them. And it's a cool idea using that design as the proto-stormtrooper helmet before the standard one in the OT. Here's a picture of it if you've never seen it. I believe that's the first reference to TKs now in the on-screen canon at least. Comics might show them earlier, I don't know. Still to this day, I don't know why they're called TKs. Does it stand for something? Trooper Kong, Kill, Kite, Khan, Klondike, Kookaburra. I don't know. Called it. It's Gregor. I knew it was a 50-50 coin flip that it would either be him or Wolf. Did he just call him a pleb? Oh, come on. He should have known that. He's smarter than that. From here on out in this episode, Kevin Kiner absolutely kills it. He's doing remixes and putting his own spins on tons of music from A New Hope. Most of it is the music from the scenes on the Death Star. It's so good. Hey, you're not Tamora Morrison. Of course you couldn't not use the classic Death Star klaxon alarm. Gotta pull those nostalgia strings whenever you can. This was actually the first time I think a joke landed in this show. It actually gave me a chuckle. I was just listening to their dialogue, so I wasn't expecting that gag at all. People are saying that this is the one that's Scorch. Could be, could not be. Not sure if it matters to the plot, though. Just a cool little detail. Based Gregor saw that the Empire was way worse than the Republic, and he's like, nope, I'm out. This feels like an homage to the shot from Revenge of the Sith where all the ships are flying out of the big pit on Utapau. This V-Wing chase was one of my favorite sequences in this series so far. Felt like a classic TIE Fighter X-Wing chase, but with V-Wings instead. Dude, holy crap. I did not think they'd do that. Put, like, the main character in that kind of jeopardy. Wow, he felt stories. I don't know how he survived this. The only explanation is maybe he has better armor than standard clones, because otherwise he'd be a mangled corpse. He landed on his feet? No way. His ankles and legs would be busted 6 ways from Sunday. His shins would be bone dust. Holy crap, what is this? Actual stakes? That's a rarity in this show. He's actually going to get captured now and be separated from the rest of the team. Oh, they are screwed. This Rampart guy is ruthless. Are these clones just going to murk this guy? Ooh, man, what a cliffhanger. Teasing a personal confrontation between Crosshair and Hunter. What is this strange feeling I'm having? Is this investment in what happens next week? Am I actually excited for the next episode of The Bad Batch? Wow, that's rare for this show so far. Normally I just take the, I'll just see the next episode when it comes attitude, but now I'm actually excited about the next one. And that's it for those 2 episodes. Decided to do a double up, one of the worst episodes and one of the best. So you can see that this show runs the gamut of quality. We only got 2 left. I have the feeling it'll be a 2-parter, so more than likely it'll be another double up because it'll probably also end on a cliffhanger next week and then followed by the finale. After this episode, I'm pretty stoked to see what happens in the last 2. And the jury is still out if we're going to get a season 2. I have no idea. So, I mean, it could end here because these characters obviously... Well, I mean, we don't know if they survive the other movies, but presumably they are dead by the time of, like, the time of The Mandalorian. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So thank you for watching this little review of these 2 episodes, and I hope you'll watch my last 1 or 2, whichever one I do, for the last 2 episodes. I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.